up, peoples?
What's happening, my familia?
We are the Anime Watchers.
Ba-ba-bum.
Hey, yo. And this is our very first anime course. This is a lot of fun. I'm having fun with this.
What lunch?
All right. That was fun. Okay.
That's
So, wow. All right. Yeah, we might not, who knows what direction this is going to take. But for episode numero uno, we're going to go back to our roots, what really got us into it. Dug its hooks in and just dragged us out of the ocean of mediocrity into the Target Dragonball shirt.
the most played out Dragon Ball Z shirt out there today.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Who are we? World-renowned Star Fox player?
We're the
That man right
Watchers.
there. Oh!
Hey, yo.
That man right there is the world-renowned Star Fox player. Like I said, give it up for the Hitman. Oh, Hulk man. I am the Gamma Zombie. Gamma, 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 Leon. Yo soy el camaleón. Gamma, 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 Leon. Yo soy.
Speaking of Hulks, we have a little teaser on the way. One of us is working on, and we'll see it very shortly. But for the time being, we're here to talk about what we know and love.
The new the released movie Dragon Ball Superheroes.
Superheroes.
Hello.
Dr. Hero.
Dr. Hello.
Man.
Dude, I've been getting there's been a lot of mixed reviews. People hate it, some people love it, some people are like, what the hell happened? And we're here to discuss all those angles in sideways and triple ways.
And I gotta say,
yeah.
to avoid the bias of my favorite voice actor, we chose to go subtitle. Because otherwise, freaking Christopher Sabat did like all the damn voices.
The cast is just credits. It's just Christopher Sabat.
It's probably for the best that we went. Although the voices they didn't deliver. They did not hit the same to me in Japanese. I mean, for the most part, Japanese voices they nail it. But Dragon Ball, I don't know. It hits different in Nihonese.
And then the one you were saying that Piccolo's grunt or voice is not deep enough. It just like it was soft and gentle, not rough.
And maybe that's just the conditioning of growing up listening to Chris Sabat's Piccolo.
Hey, Gohan.
Grandma Goku and everyone else sounded a little different.
Especially the Chi-Chis. Chi-Chis. Especially the Chi-Chis are different. Bulma's.
That too. A lot of fan service.
Bulma's attributes are getting out of whack. You get a lot of. We get a little crotch cams here and there, which we're like, whoa, and not directly to the women.
All right.
We get the low angle crotch. This is your time to skedaddle.
It's already too late, kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can duck out after the intro.
Oh shit, my bad.
So we start off and we learn that Red Ribbon's back and all that jazz.
Guess who's back? Red Ribbon's back.
They go through that whole rigmarole and they try to take blah 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 down and etc. And then we learn about the genius Dr. Giroux's grandson, Gerard Way, my chemical grandson.
He's fully adapted in what's it called? His skin is tougher tougher than iron.
And he's in prison, and he's dissecting wasps and making them his minions.
But also, we found out that Android, was it 21 is canon? The doctor, the one with the red hair.
Yeah, they did announce Android 21 from Fighters.
Isn't she like a Majin Buu variant?
It was no. Well, she was based on Majin, yeah. So they just like showed her. I don't know. Maybe they'll touch on that too. Who knows? That's a whole new frontier. She could also be a recurring enemy. That would be fun.
Yeah, man, that'd be crazy, man. She's
need
too OP, man. When you play with her.
Material. So yeah, that's true. They do touch on her and show that she's legit too. I'd like to touch on her. So, So we also learned that the head of the insurance company that's working with Red Ribbon, little generic mafioso. Yeah, the pharmaceutical, yeah.
They're trying to get the umbrella type of thing going on.
Yeah, so they're trying to recruit Jiro's grandson because they learned that he was a super genius and he was getting out. And then what happens? Jesus.
So it's funny because we see him walking out, and the other kids, like all the prisoners, are throwing him stuff, and he opens his bag and he literally throws a freaking grenade in there. He closes the door, he goes boom, blows. Everyone's like, run away, it's a grenade! And he blows him. He starts laughing. Then he starts walking down the street.
Yeah, it was somebody that was already out of character right out the gate.
Yeah. So the little mini guy, what's his name? Is forgot. It was not Crimson, I think it was. Crimson.
Yeah, it was something along that line.
Some of those colors, like, hey, want to join us? He's like, come inside. We got your food. He's like, we got your favorite food he wanted. So they show me the little milkshake, I think it was, or soda.
Bottomless Oreos.
And we see him gets on this badass hover car, and then like I said, bottomless Oreos, and he goes. So they're trying to for him to start talking to him about what's it called, the Capsule Corp is the evil organization
that they're working with aliens.
And then they come with a cell phone footage of Trunks killing Frieza like it was nothing. It was like,
yeah, who's recording this? I love that it's just instantly too. Like for us, it was like 2.5 episodes.
Exactly, it was like highly anticipated. It was a shocker for them. It was like a 5-minute clip for us. So drawn out.
And then he's like, "No, but I want to be a good guy. I want to make superheroes. Superheroes.
All
right."
And then that's when we get the crotch cams.
This to me, oh my, yeah, like multiple. This to me was like a good opportunity for them to be like, maybe Gerard Way. What is his real name, man? I don't remember.
God, do not know either. We'll look him up. Neo, look him up.
Gerard Way. He idolized. This would have been a good time for him to like idolize freaking Great Saiyaman. Like, come on, it's right there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Come on, like, there's only been one superhero in the universe that we've seen, and it's like the one he fights. Why couldn't it be him? That would have been great motivation.
There you go.
No, I guess not. No, all right, cool. Moving on.
I wouldn't mind seeing Great Saiyaman against Dr. Hito. Hello.
So then he goes and agrees to work with Red Ribbon and create his own superheroes. Who, then we see Piccolo. And
yeah,
Piccolo,
after that, Dr. Hito, they of course they go into their new lair. It's camouflage like Wakanda is.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
And then after that, we see the lighthearted conversation he has with Vivel, saying, "Can you pick up homegirl?" With the little cat ringtone, like meow meow.
Yeah. And his cat phone.
And he's like, "What the hell is this?" And then we pan out. It's like, "Oh, can you pick him up?" He's like, "What the hell is Gohan doing?" Like, "Oh, he's doing a research paper, and he's like, man, like this motherfucker can't have time to pick up his kids. What am I? He's like, oh, thank you. If not, we'll give you once you're done, I'll give you a what's it called, stuffed animal.
Why do you think I like plushie so much? Then he has.
I think he had like big ones, small ones, of the same thing, man.
Cut to his bedroom. He has this full of plushies.
They're everywhere. So that's why he was lifting up the rock, just to throw all the plushies in there, man. To squish them.
Yeah, guess so.
Yeah.
And then we cut to, I believe, then Bulma's trying to reach Beerus? Whis?
That's
That's after the. That's after
yeah,
the.
that's the phone. Yeah, you see Gohan is like, in Piccolo, he goes, shh. And he's like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm researching these ants that turn yellow, like Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan ants.
Super Saiyan ants. And then he's like, used to busy to do that. And then, of course, Piccolo swings at him. He's like, shh. He blocks it. He's like, oh, I've been training, so I'm not a softie. And then a low blow. I mean, hits him right in the gut.
But then he gives him his weighted clothing, and he's like, it's so heavy. But like, you wore it when you were like 6, you little. All right.
They will help you.
And then look, when he puts it on, he looks like he's 13 again.
I know, right? So yeah, and that's where he goes back, right? After he picks her up.
Yeah. So then Gamma shows up, though.
Oh yeah, he goes back and stuff with the Gamma.
Oh. And then Gamma's like, hey, I've been wanting to fight you, Demon King Piccolo. I'm not a Demon King, just Piccolo.
Yeah, ooh. So they start squaring, and then all these comic book pop-up words show up. Like bam, boom, and then it's funny how Piccolo makes note of it. Like, what the hell are these words coming out of?
That was pretty funny.
He's like, what the hell? And he's like, this will finish you off. So Gamma, I think it's Gamma 2, the one he goes up to his beam, laser gun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I say it's funny how Piccolo's like, oh, you're from Red Army, and he's like, how do you know that? Like, oh, I'm guessing you're an android too. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah. What? Something that's interesting to me is clearly, I mean, they're just built by technology. I mean, we've already seen androids like straight body all of the Z fighters, including Goku. So we know that they're capable of keeping up with all the world's greatest fighters. And then we see Gamma 2 with a little laser pistol that mimics like a full-on key blast, right?
Yes.
So like with that technology existing, I mean, anybody could be like a legit fighter. It just really shows that if they put a little more thought into it, they could get a bit more creative with the fights and stuff. Like, anybody could be a viable threat. I mean, they're already at the level that they're breaking planets. Piccolo could destroy Earth, but he's getting laid out by this laser gun. So, like, could that laser gun destroy the Earth? Anybody could hold it. They just pull the damn trigger.
Point at the wrong direction and boom.
Just saying.
He's just Super Saiyan.
I'm just saying. Prince of Saiyans.
And then, of course, Gamma said, my job here is done. So he takes off flying. And then Piccolo, of course, survives the key blast.
Yeah, he does this typical lazy ass, like, oh, there's a bunch of smoke. He's quite dead.
Actually, there's a little tracker, I think, with his eyeballs. Like, oh, nobody's here. And he takes off. And he's like, I got to follow this guy. So I'm like, wouldn't you freaking feel the key of this guy next to you, underneath you, following you?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he didn't have some sort of sensor. Huh?
That's true, you know.
You get not reading the android's energy, but So then I like where it goes from here. I think it's a fresh take on all the Dragon Ball stuff because you never see like espionage or them worrying about little things, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the point they're at, they can just like big swinging dick any building they go into.
and it just falls down.
No, I'm gonna play it safe. Like it's interesting.
So he follows him into the thing, and then he sees the guard, and he knocks the guard out, and he puts on his uniform. It happens to be his size.
Well, he's Piccolo. He can stretch.
Yeah. That way, only when it matters. So he puts on the long johns, and he walks in. Was he number 49? I think it was. So they were walking in there, and Mr. Hideo is with him, Crimson, and the other leader of the Red Ribbon Army. He's like, "Oh, good job, Gamma, for defeating King Piccolo." And then obviously Piccolo's right there, and he's like, "You didn't beat me, you freaking sucker." So anyway, so they're talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we saw the fight through your eyeballs." And then Gamma 1 is like, "Dude, you let him live." Like, what do you mean? Like, look, and then they zoom in, and he's still like a little dash. So now they're revealing their plan that they're trying to take out like Mr. Satan, Majin Buu, Goku, and Vegeta type of thing. And they're like, "Oh, I have a plan to lure him out. Yeah, he has a daughter." And then they're like, "Oh yeah," and then like, okay, so he's hearing that, so he goes back outside, and then that's where he's hiding behind the bush, right? And then he calls Bulma.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, the guard's passing by, is like, "Hello," and he's like, "Hi." Like, isn't that obvious? Like he's doing something behind a bush.
Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's where he tells Bulma to contact Goku and Vegeta because something. He's like, "Dude, what are you doing, you lame ass? What are you meditating for?" He's like, "Dude, I gotta, help my body calm down." And then that's when Whis comes. They're like, "Good job, Vegeta. You finally understood." So it was so Whis comes out and tells Vegeta and Goku, "All right, guys, you guys are gonna spar with each other. No power ups, no nothing, just a normal base form."
Yeah.
So that's
And
when
then, then Beerus becomes like the average redditor, and he's like, "Damn, new waifu, oh girl." Dude, that was charming. Like, and she's just like, "What do I do here?"
let myself, I'm gonna get killed. So like, what am I gonna do?
So then Piccolo is on board with the kidnapping. He's like, "Hey, I want to be the one to do it." And they're like, "Whoa, okay, you're kind of new." And he's like, "Yeah, but like, I live next door to Gohan, and I know what the kid looks like." And they're like, "All right, I mean, if you're so down to be a kidnapper," and it's funny because he's like, you see him, he's like I want to kidnap this kid. Like, I want Gohan to be really pissed off. he's very excited about it.
His intentions is to help a homie out, but it's that way.
Yeah, like in a really messed up way. So
and that's where Gamma and the other guys don't take offense of it. Like, we're not kidnappers, we're superheroes. And like, you shut up, you do what I say, and that's it, and that's final. So they're like, "All right." So
say a man wouldn't do this. No, they didn't. They didn't say that. Whoops. So they hop in their ship.
And then they go to the kindergarten, and then you see a Pan. It's like, who's that? And then he punches the guy in the gut like a raccoon, and everybody else dies.
Here, she does the Saiyan. Saiyans punch in the gut. It's what they do. You notice that?
Yeah, the guy's got gut.
Every time. That's why Frieza has a cup in his gut. Because he knows. He's like, "You stupid monkeys are going to punch me in the gut." Like,
that's where it is, the gut punch.
That's a Saiyan move, man. They go right for the gut.
They're like...
So Pan did it. She's freaking 3 years old. She punched in the gut. She already knows.
And then the other guy is walking over, which is Piccolo, and then she senses Piccolo's ki. "Piccolo, is you?" Like, "How do you know?" Like, "I could read your keys." Like, "Good job."
He's like, this key right here, I use it to unlock the door. What about it?" Uh, yeah, so he's like, hey, just pretend to be kidnapped, all right? It's gonna be good, clean fun.
He's gonna help your daddy come out. He's like, all right, he's gonna come out of the closet.
Yeah.
And then after that, of course, they record a video of Pan saying, "Daddy, help me, please," even though she's not in danger whatsoever. So like, all right, go get Gohan now. So like, fuck. So they go one by one. So they go back. The guy goes, knocks to this door, like, over here, don't do that. There's no one in the front door. So does the mirror thing again, goes, and he turns like, he's like, who are you guys? And then he's like, he gets mad, like, come on, Gohan, you don't know how to read my key? And then that guy's holding a gun. He's like, freeze, and he knocks it out.
Yeah.
Pew! Like it's nothing. And then Gohan is like, what do you guys want? And he's like, what's going on? Like, we have your pan. He's like, what? You got to come with us.
My
so
bread.
Like, and then he goes, he gets pissed off and he starts creating craters and stuff.
Destroying Mr. Satan's nice home.
That's a look at badass mansion, man.
Well, it was.
So he creates a big ass crater. The house goes in there. He goes, you got to come with us now. And all right, so he goes. They go back to the Red Ribbon Army headquarters. And then he jumps off the plane. He breaks the plane, and of course Piccolo has to save the other guy. He's like, "Where's Pan?" And he goes, "Daddy!" And then he's trying to fly, and that's when Gamma 1 hits them, and that's when the cool battle starts right there.
Yeah, and he meets his match with the Gammas.
We're repping Gamma. So the Gammas are handing. You see,
over where Piccolo gets the Dragon Balls.
Oh yeah.
Because that happened before that. And what does he wish for? Unlock all of my power, lazy.
Like, I don't want to train no more. I want you to unlock my full potential.
Yeah, like how many times did that happen to Gohan? Like freaking 3 times.
Exactly.
How much all of your potential do you have? And then Piccolo's like, well, all right, I'm done. That's all my wishes. And Bulma's like, I want a tight booty.
She gets a tight booty and her eyelashes done.
Yeah, oh yeah, like 2 centimeters longer.
He said this whole time they're trying to reach Gohan and Vegeta and Goku, and they're not answering the staff call.
He's like, you could have wished for them to appear here. Oh yeah, that was a good idea.
How come you didn't do it? Ah, damn it!
Oh, you suck.
So yeah, so Shenlong told him that he put a little extra on it too, with a little hot sauce on it. Put a little stank on it. And then we fast forward to where we are now. See, we edited it so it won't be too freaking fillerish. So yeah, so they're fighting, and then Piccolo's seeing that the Gamma is like adapting to his fighting style. It's like, oh no, this is not good. We're gonna need you. And then look at Pan like, okay, I want you to scream to say you're hurt. He goes, stop it, it hurts. And in that instant, you see Gohan go Mystic. I think Mystic Gohan. He goes ah, and then he goes transforms normal, but he has some Mystic powers.
Mm-hmm.
Mystic power. And then at the same time, you see Gamma saying, "Hey, leave that kid alone. What are you doing? Don't do that." And then that's when Gamma 2 was about to jump in. That's where Piccolo went in. So they're teaming up, Gamma 1 and 2. They're hitting, and then Piccolo is getting overtaken, and that's when he falls to the crater. And then all of a sudden, you see this badass light. A tree appears in his back. And we have the return of Demon Piccolo with the chiseled jawbone, a little orange.
Just call me Orange Fanta. Like,
don't you wanna
like
Fanta? Don't you wanna?
He's like, don't call me Demon Piccolo. He's like, you are more a demon now than you've ever been. What do you mean?
You're like Shenlong. You're like, damn, you're kidding, Shenlong.
And then he just mollywops freaking Gamma 2.
That shit was badass. You put some out cold, like poof, 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 poof. Then Gohan like, Piccolo, what are you doing? He's like, looks cool. So they start fighting more, and then that's where Crimson is trying to leave, and then Pan does a gut punch. Like, I got him. Because at that time you see Bulma arrive with Krillin, Android 18, Trunks, and Goten. The boys are back in town.
Man, your Trunks had purple hair, and then he had blue hair. Make up your mind, man. Where's your damn hair?
It's funny. He just dyed his hair blue. They wanted to be a blooper Saiyan.
Yes. All right. So, and that's another conundrum with them. Maybe putting it past the manga or whatever. Like, that means that all they did was grow older. They didn't get stronger. They haven't evolved or grown at all. They're the same doofuses who can go like Super Saiyan 1. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Well, actually, when they combined it, they're Super Saiyan 3, remember?
Yeah, only after they fuse correctly, which they still clearly haven't trained on.
Exactly. They just did out of screaming, out of spite.
Yep. So then what?
So after that, you see Mr. Hito and Crimson's trying to leave, and you see Pan go attack here. I mean, gut punch, and the little hair boom goes down too. And then you see the leader of the Red Ribbon Army, like he leaves into the little boat, little train thing. He goes down because we haven't mentioned who was underneath there. So he's going, and then Mr. Hito is like, "Oh no!" And then he's going, and there's like this giant Pokeball underneath the sanctuary of the Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be
the whole city.
Yeah.
They had a train and infrastructure and stuff.
So Dr. Hito is trying to stop the Red Ribbon Army guy from unleashing Cell Max. It's like a battery. Cell Max Plus gives you longer energy blast, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the return of Cell, mindless Cell probably. The imperfect Cell, he's like in stage 2, you know, right before it needs Android 18 to transform to perfect Cell.
So at this point, you're thinking like, all right, there's 2 new androids. There's an imperfect Cell. Is he gonna do what we think he's gonna do the thing, right? The sucky now. he's got it right. That's his thing. It's his thing. No. He just has a clubber tail. It's like, well, boom.
So Dr. Hito's trying to stop the Red Ribbon guy, and then he's like, he shoots him. Bam! When he caps him, he's like, "You're not gonna stop me." He goes, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, that ain't Dragonball."
Yeah, there's a whole clip on Dr. Hito, and he's twitching, and then everybody like thinking he's dead, but then he gets up. He's like, "What? How you get up?" He's like, "I told you, my changed my skin complexity."
Super suto.
And then he's like, "You're not the only one who did modifications to this body." And then he takes off his coat, and it's just a metallic.
Beautiful Joe. He's like,
he does a beautiful Joe pose, and of course, he calls over his he calls over his little hornet bee. Like, if only a slight enough thing that is human, you could still die from the poison. So he comes, stings him. He's bobbing around like he's gonna die. He's like overreacting his death, and he lands on the console, pushing it to release Cell Max. So Dr. Hito is trying to stop it, but it's no use.
It's no use.
No use. So on top, everybody stopped fighting because they became friends because it was miscommunication.
They shot at a child, and they're like, "Whoa, that's messed up. That's not us."
They're like, "That's not us, man. We don't kill people. We're just following orders. And like, your orders are wrong, bro." And he's like, oh, "Okay." So they became friends. Look at that, they're friends. And he's like, "What is that?" And then you see Dr. Hito with his little flappy helicopter crash lands. And he gets in the little radio. It's Max, he's coming. He's like, who the hell is that? Then Max bursts out with his screaming. Man, I feel sorry for the voice actor. He's just screaming throughout the whole movie. He's like,
yeah, that was just. I mean, he was huge and he was cool looking. I just wanted he didn't strike fear. He didn't have consciousness and stuff.
He was just a raging monster, dude. He was like Broly on leash. Yeah. It was like the second coming of Broly type of thing. So they're going. Yeah, they're going butt cheeks. What happened?
That's when Trunks and Gohan go to infuse, and it's a failed fuse.
There's a big guy, the fat fusion. I guess he brought the comedic relief, probably. That's why they did that.
Always, and more fan service with butt cracks.
Hey, we got the crotch cam in the butt crack, so we got the quota already of our anime trope. The fuse, and everybody's like, "What the hell? We're gonna stop this guy!" And then that's when Gamma tells the rest of the guys, they're like, "Dr. Hito put a failsafe. What's it called? It's on top of his head. His weakness."
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's weakness is on top of their head.
This would decimate all of his cells. They made that clear that he would not survive this.
He gets more angry, and that's where your Gamma gets swatted. And he goes, "All right, I'm gonna sacrifice myself." That's what Gamma number 2 said. Hold his feet up.
And then he's like, "Hey, you can get big." Remember you used to do it? And he's like, "Oh yeah."
All of a sudden, he's like,
"Yeah, right." He's like, "I'm not stronger. I'm just bigger."
Yeah, so they're going toe to toe, and then he's like, Piccolo's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna hold him off. You charge all your beams at the same time to his head." So that's when the one-on-one happens, and then Piccolo, of course, is getting bodied. He's like, "Oh no, Piccolo, Gohan, concentrate your beam." He's like, "Okay." So they're fighting, and then Piccolo gets tossed all the way up, and he starts getting blasted. I thought he was gonna be falling apart in pieces, man.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna have holes in his chest and everything. So then that's when we get the review of Gohan's next transformation. What do we get?
Mega hair.
Red eye.
White dragon.
White dragon. We get Gohan Beast. That's what it's officially called. He goes, and we also get the same intro when he, well, not intro, but the same art style when he transformed the first time with the red light behind him.
He very much looked like Teen Gohan.
Exactly.
They were definitely capitalizing on that.
And look, for someone who has short hair, how the hell he grew all that hair?
I wish I knew.
I guess you got to get a little angrier and it will start sprouting out.
Yeah.
You won't hurt them anymore.
So we got to see that. Everyone was very excited about that.
Everybody's clapping their hands off and they were like, "Yay!" And then that's when I wish that Cell would have remembered Gohan or something like that. Like there would have been a cool connectivity between them.
Cell could have been done a lot better. They just did him as a throwaway. It was very disappointing.
Yeah. It was. I felt rushed. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah. But yeah, so pretty much, then Gamma 2 pops him in the dome, and then he's weak, and Piccolo stretches his arm, holds him down.
You're like, "You ain't going nowhere." He's like, "Come on, Gohan."
What does Gohan use?
Special beam.
Masengenkyo, the improved Masenko Special Beam Cannon Mix.
Woo.
He's been training. We didn't know.
We didn't know that Piccolo was training either. Oh.
We still don't know about that one.
That's true. I'm sorry. I apologize. He does what's it called? Missing Kingo Popo?
Yeah, that one.
And he throws a beam right across.
It wasn't been training. Mr. Piccolo just gave him the I mean, Mr. Popo just gave him the pass. That's all that training was.
He's like, you did a good job, brother. And after that, the beam goes right through Selmac's head. And he goes, oh. Then you see his head blows up, and then his body starts swelling up. Like, everybody, let's get out of here. Then you're... So Cell explodes. A quick death, which was alright, I guess. How you feel about the death?
It was unnecessary.
Yeah, I wish it would have been friend. Like Goku would have been there, he would have made him his friend.
Even whether he's a friend or not, just like to kill him off and just like make him a one-off stupid enemy. It's just like fine. So yeah, that happened, and then we got back to Goku and Vegeta training.
And, well, I mean, with Japan, weren't he like Papa, Papa? And then we see them briefly in their new transformations, and then they transform down, power down. He's like, Dada, we did it. And then Pan is like, look, Piccolo, look what I could do now. And he flies. And he goes, tomorrow we'll start your second phase of training.
Yeah, potty training.
I'm
gonna fly before you can go potty.
She goes, I'm gonna throw you in the river like I did Gohan.
Goku and Vegeta training.
And then we finally
he's like, oh, him and Whis.
And then Vegeta hits the last punch on Goku. Goku collapses.
And he's like,
and Vegeta's like, I finally did it. I finally beat Kakarot.
Finally beat Kakarot.
And he just falls down. And Broly and then the soup guy are crying. And then the girl's like, guys are such stupid idiots. Hair flip.
They're like, oh.
And other than that wraps it up right there.
Yep.
You know, that was Dragon Ball Super Heroes.
It was fun, but it felt like, I don't know, it felt kind of rushed for some reason. But it pretty much was, right?
Yeah.
So let that be what this is, you know. And maybe they take their time.
Happen.
Yeah. So that's it. What do you rate it overall? Let's give it a number value. I'm gonna say like 7.
I give it a nice 8 out of 10.
Hey. Oh, mine was out of 100. It's
oh, okay.
7 out of 10.
Yeah. It was slightly up, you know. It's like obscure.
Anything Dragon Ball we love, so that like immediately boosted like 4 points. Yes, we look forward to seeing what's coming in. We love you, people. Thank you for being with us.
Much love.
See you in the next corner.
For the Hitman, I am the Zombie. This is and has been the Hitman and the Zombie Show, aka Enemy Corner. Till next time, much love. Peace.
Prosperity.